Welcome to our 5-on-5. Please welcome in David Cunningham. He's a Krav Maga trainer. David,
thank you.
For being here.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to see you. So April, coming soon, is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. We want to talk a little bit about self-defense, and particularly for women, but I suppose for everybody.
Good.
I guess my first question is, what's the most important thing people should know about self-defense?
Well, women in general and people in general, I think of sexual assault being a Sexual Assault Awareness Month. I think what we're focusing on is the situational awareness. And I think dealing with situational awareness and being aware of your surroundings, and it's come more to fruition after our 9/11 situation. People, with the Me Too movement and see something, say something. What we're really focusing on is getting people to be aware of their surroundings and having that ability to remove the opportunity of bad things happening in their life. Okay. And if they do that, that's going to be the first step and the most important step to that.
At what age should young women, young boys, anything start learning self-defense?
Well, at our school, we teach 12-year-old on up, and we don't have a kids class right now. We put them right in with the adults, 12 years old. It's very difficult for the younger generation, the younger kids, to get a grasp on self-defense. We'd rather them be kids. But if they're going to be doing self-defense, then we want to start them about that age. Getting on up to 14, we start classes with this free class coming up in April, on April 28th. That's going to be 14 and up.
Okay, and what you referenced the Me Too movement.
Yes.
Obviously, it's becoming something we're all talking about much more. Have you noticed more of an interest in self-defense?
I have, definitely. Over the years, we've seen an influx of women coming into self-defense, and a lot more people more interested in actual self-defense rather than martial arts.
Okay, and what's the difference?
Well, the difference is,
difference.
Having been a third-degree black belt under Mr. Chuck Norris in that system for many years, we focus a lot on tournaments and sparring and fighting and forms. There's none of that in Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a simple self-defense that utilizes your natural movements refined into lethal techniques.
Interesting. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5-on-5. Again, we're talking with David Cunningham, a local Krav Maga trainer. It's an Israeli martial art, in case, excuse me, not a martial art. You said self-defense.
Correct. That is a self-defense.
Okay, all right. Yes. So we're talking about April being a Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Is it better to know many techniques or one or two that you just know cold?
Well, the way that we look at it is you have a virtual bag that you drag with you everywhere you go, and it has to do with the muscle memory that you develop. You're going to perform how you train, and if you don't have the training to be able to work this self-defense, then it's not going to go well for you. So multiple techniques is better to learn over a longer period of time. That way you have time to practice them, have time to go through them, work with partners, work with actual assailants that we have set up in the class. We do scenario training. So I would think more techniques gives you a larger ability to expand on what you need to do to be able to get out of a situation.
When it comes to human instinct, fight or flight, can you train that?
Yeah, you can.
Reacting quickly?
Yeah, there's something that goes on in our, we talk about fight or flight, but one thing we don't talk about is the freezing portion of that. Nobody talks about the panic. And what happens there is that when you perform how you train, in order to perform well, you have to have a large repertoire of techniques to choose from, and they have to be muscle memory. If they're not muscle memory, you don't have anything to pull from. So we teach the students to be able to expand on the number of techniques that they have, and the training can be at least a year long. It can be longer than that or shorter than that, depending on what the person wants and how they want to go about that.
Okay, so you're offering a free class. It's an all-day thing.
Yes,
you said 6 hours, 14 girls and women ages 14 and up.
Yeah, free to go.
Where can people sign up?
Well, what they want to do is go to rvkrav.com That would be Rogue Valley Krav, without the Rogue Valley, just rvkrav.com, and hit our sign up button and we'll get you signed up.
Yeah, as I said, free class.
Yes, free. We're 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
And that's a 6-hour class. And because it's a Sexual Assault Awareness Month, we're doing that twice the month. We already have a class on the 20th that's full. We have over 60 students signed up right now.
Wow, okay.
So
and
we
the
have
one we're
about,
talking about that's still open is the 28th.
the one on the 28th, we have about 10 spots left.
Okay.
So if you're interested, get signed up.
All right, good to see you. Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.